What's up, YouTube? It has been a while. Excuse my fresh face, y'all, because I'm headed into the spa and I have not had time to do anything because I wanted to sleep more. So I have a light Saturday, which I'm happy about, to be honest, because my Friday was insane. And I'm not complaining because I'm grateful. So grateful for all the increase in clients that we've received lately, which leads me to my topic that I wanted to discuss, which is ride the wave of entrepreneurship. Whether it's up, down, good, bad, you just have to be consistent and stay focused. So let's talk about it. So, because these are the things that a lot of people really don't discuss in, small businesses or startup businesses and things of that nature, is understanding the fluctuation of a startup and what it takes to actually sustain yourself throughout that initial transition and growing and all of that. It really honestly takes a lot to be able to make sure that you go into your business with enough reserves to get you through those down points. So since I'll be honest, probably about May was a great month. Probably about late June going into July has been horrible. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's been difficult. But I think also you have to take into consideration when you are, when life happens. So if you have a busy life, as I do, outside of even my own business, I have so much going on. It takes a lot of energy. So when you think about having yourself as a pie, right, a full pie of 100%, and then dividing yourself to everything: kids, spouse, self-care, if you're in school, business, all the things. Sometimes that math don't be mathing, okay? It'd be more like you need to divide yourself into 200% in order to be able to fulfill all the needs of everything and everyone. And the reality is sometimes it's hard. So my takeaway during this transition of our kind of downward turn, where our clientele was slow, is that summer slump is a whole thing. So just keep in mind when you're opening your business, if you're going into medical spa startup or whatever the case may be, probably any business, summer slump is a real thing. I experienced it for sure in California. However, it was nothing like this. I feel like we're not only dealing with summer slump, but we're dealing with the economy just being, down right now because inflation, with what it is that we do, people are spending their residual, right? Their income, their extra money, their play money. And so when things get to the point as they are now, you end up with this sense of people tightening up, right? So they're not spending as freely as they may have been previously when the economy was in a better situation. The other thing to consider is you have to take into consideration that with just regular summer slump, people travel, right? So people are taking their vacations now, whereas with COVID the past couple of years, people have kind of been scaling back on travel. So you have to take that into consideration. And I think the moral of the story is being creative to, to come up with new strategies and ideas that allow you to keep up with what the market value for services is during that transition period, as well as just staying relevant. Social media for me has been my biggest tool of marketing. So being able to make sure that my social media manager continues to keep us current and, reminding our followers, getting new, or who we are and that we're still here, getting new followers, coming up with new content, like being able to strategize those things help you to be able to sustain. So for the end of July, throughout, I would say end of June throughout early July, I would say that my business took a downturn in clientele because also a lack of energy on my behalf. If I'm being honest and, critiquing myself to figure out what areas of opportunity that we have for growth, which you should always be doing, my energy and my focus had to shift because of some other things that were happening in my life at that time. So when that shift happens, anything that you're putting energy to will develop, and anything that you're not giving energy to kind of doesn't develop or grow, or whatever the case may be. So I had to do that reflection and realize that I have to continue to, no matter what, give 110% to this business in order for it to sustain and continue to grow. So what we had to do was we had to do some competitive pricing, almost like rock bottom pricing, to be able to drive that traffic, which has proven to be able to have been to work, because we've definitely had an uptick in our clientele and return clientele once we started doing our kind of like rock bottom promotions. And people want to get it while they can, and if you're able to provide a means of sale so that people can afford it, even despite what's happening in the economy, it just really helps them to be able to acquire the services, and then helps you to be able to acquire the clientele and the business and the revenue coming in. So this whole car chat is essentially just reminding you that when you go through the hard, difficult times where things can seem as if they are, oh my God, did I make the right decision? I literally started questioning everything. And if you know who I am, that's not even how my brain works. I'm very confident when I make a decision and when my mind is made up. So it was very challenging for me to be in a position. I also had some emotional things going on personally, so I think that kind of attributed to my mindset during that period of time. But I started to question everything. Oh my God, did I make the right decision? How could I get this far in the process and things not be working? I thought it was, we were on an uptick, but the reality is that's not the reality, right? Being able to accept the fact that business can be great sometimes and business can be slow. And how do you set yourself apart to be able to endure that transition period? What strategies do you employ and put in place to be able to sustain your business while you're in transition? Those are the things that you have to think about and that you have to consider. And if you do that beforehand, and those strategies beforehand, before it happens, it helps you to be better prepared, so that when you do encounter that, that rocky period, you just are prepared to ride the wave of it, and it doesn't shake you. And I will say that it honestly shook me, but I very quickly reset my footing and, just reminded myself that I did not come this far in this process for this business to fail. And there is no option for failure, right? There is no option for failure. I left my entire nurse leadership career, my acute care, labor and delivery. I left all of that and put every ounce of what I have into developing this business and growing it and And this is what I'm passionate about. This is what I love doing. And I know that this is my calling, actually. You know, so I know that this is not just, you know, gonna fall apart because we hit a bump in the road. So I just want to encourage people to realize that when you do hit those bumps in the road, don't give up. Don't give up, because that's easy. That it's easy to be driven by fear and to start second guessing yourself and feeling like, you know, oh my God, I made a mistake. This is probably not what I'm supposed to be doing, because if it is what I'm supposed to be doing, why am I feeling this way? Mindset is everything. So just remember to continue to encourage yourself to, you know, because our thoughts are so powerful. Our thoughts are so powerful. So you can manifest totally what it is that you're not even intending on manifesting just because of the way you're thinking. So it was a day-to-day reminder, a self-reflection, a self-reminder to remember to stay focused. Remember what I came to do. Why? Why did I do this? Why did I get into this? Remember the why. So when you're going through those kind of like the pits and the valleys, remember your why, because that's what sustains you. And then as soon as I made that mindset shift and adjustment, everything, and came up with strategies on how to make it better, that's when it got better for me. And it's still getting better, you know. So I remember all of these things going into the next season of, you know, our downward turn, that this is not permanent, but we will prepare ourselves so that way we can handle it, and we ride the wave and continue to reinvent ourselves and create new strategies so that we can, you know, sustain the difficult times. So I hope that this helps someone. I know I've been kind of like MIA for a little bit, but you guys, I have been so crazy busy that it's just been really difficult for me to find balance. And finding that balance is very important because there's only one you. So as I was saying, that is a part of the entrepreneurial experience, being able to ride the wave and take the good with the bad and the ups and the downs and all the in between. So I hope that inspires someone. I literally just finished my day at the spa, so I still have, it's only 2:30, so we did rather good today. We had an early start and an early finish, so I was able to have some time to do some laser myself, and a couple of the girls wanted some Botox, so they got some Botox, and did some cleaning because we needed it, and that's about it. But nevertheless, thank you guys for your continued support of my channel, and I hope this content is able to help someone that is an entrepreneur that may need a little bit of, you know, just encouragement, or someone who's planning to become an entrepreneur and is looking for the real to understand, you know, what it looks like throughout all the seasons. So if you guys like this video, make sure you leave it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the bell to receive notifications for when I post new videos. And don't forget to drop a comment down below and let me know of other content you guys would like me to provide and any feedback. But other than that, happy Saturday, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.